Well, look at this mess. What is going on here? We're coming to you today from a place informally known as the Hoodoos, also called Silvergate, in the north part of Yellowstone National Park. Called Silvergate because an early stagecoach passenger was marveling at how the road sort of wound its way between these silver gray boulders. All of these rocks right here are travertines. It's the exact same material that you have at Mammoth Hot Springs. So this is a hot spring deposit. But how did it end up in this weird jumbled condition? Well, this is actually something that a lot of geology instructors bring their undergraduates out. They ask them the same question. The rocks here are about 350,000 to 400,000 years old. But this particular landscape, it's difficult to really see what you're looking at until you kind of step back and look at it from afar. When you do that, it's pretty clear that this is a landslide. The source of it was called Terrace Mountain, up above us. The area might have looked like Mammoth Hot Springs does today, but at some point since the last ice age, about 14,000 years ago, the whole area collapsed and ran down the mountainside. We know that it has to have been since the last ice age because the ice would have just absolutely cleaned this out, but we don't know the specific date for this landslide. So, a landslide deposit, less than 14,000 years old, right here in the north part of Yellowstone National Park. That's the story from the Hoodoos. Now let's talk about seismicity, ground deformation, and geyser activity that occurred over the past month.
The quiet start to 2025 continued in the Yellowstone region. The University of Utah seismograph stations, responsible for the operation of the Yellowstone Seismic Network, located 70 earthquakes. The largest event was a magnitude 2.2 on March 20th, about 6 miles north of West Yellowstone, Montana. There were 2 swarms this past month. A swarm of 22 earthquakes that occurred near West Yellowstone on March 3rd through 4th. The largest earthquake in the sequence was a magnitude 0.55 on March 3rd. The second swarm occurred March 19th through 22nd near West Yellowstone. The swarm of 11 earthquakes included the largest of the month, the magnitude 2.2. Turning now to ground deformation. This is the vertical deformation at a GPS site near Lake, and that's on the Sour Creek Resurgent Dome. Each one of these blue dots is 1 day of data. The whole plot spans 2 years. Downward trends are subsidence and upward trends are uplift. We've seen an overall trend of subsidence since about 2015, happening at about 1 inch per year, which is about 2 to 3 centimeters per year. It's interrupted in the summer months by these little seasonal uplifts that are caused by changes in groundwater conditions. But you can see since the end of summer 2024 that subsidence has continued to the present day. And now, finally, looking at the tallest geyser in the world, Steamboat Geyser, this is the temperature measured in the geyser's outflow channel for the month of March. There have been no water eruptions. What you can see on the graph is minor activity. If patterns we've seen over the last several years continue, minor activity typically starts to pick up again in preparation for the next major eruption. So watch for a potential water eruption of Steamboat in April.
Well, that does it for the monthly update from the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe down below. And if you have any questions at all, leave us a comment or drop us an email. Our address is yvowebteam, that's all one word, at usgs.gov. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next month. Bye-bye.